Hello, my name is Hollywood, and this is my presentation, Beyond Braille. As a person with waning vision, the topic choice, it was a no-brainer for me. I did not need to borrow anyone's prescriptions or to buy reading glasses to get into character. Instead, I just took off my own glasses and tried to read the action assignments instructions. It was a struggle. So if you're wondering who would be utilizing the applications that I'm going to review, it would be people like me, people with low vision, visually impaired, and/or blind. And if you read on here, this slide will give you better definitions of each of those categories. First-hand accounts of impending vision deterioration were used to determine the what. There were a few common uncertainties reiterated through multiple personal accounts. However, the most repeated concern was that of dependence and burden. The opposite of being a burden is being self-sufficient. Through analysis and research, I intend to dive headfirst into the problem space and to bring you along with me for the ride. Now, the what and the why do go together. So the why is for those that are vision impaired. It's a text-to-speech app. They already exist, and I've taken two of them, the KNFB Reader and Voice OCR. And those will be the applications that I'll focus on throughout my analysis. The user reviews were not shy when it comes to listing out potential enhancements and modifications needed to improve the user experience. So come along with me as we analyze. Now, I use this slide to actually go over what the applications have to say for themselves. So take a look here. Now that we've taken a look at what the applications have to offer and say about themselves, now we're going to take a look at the audience requested characteristics and features. So I do have them listed out here, not in any particular order. On this slide, I made a comparison chart so that we can review the audience requested characteristics and features up top. And then off to the side, we have both the applications that we are reviewing today. As you can see, they both said that they meet all the expectations. They have everything that the users could possibly request in the app. So this should be a slam dunk. I mean, they're both offering everything that the user needs. But why could it not be? What could happen that could cause it to not fulfill the user's desires? Let's see. As you'll see in the next few slides, I have included real reviews from users of both of these apps. They are all mixed together, so don't worry about sorting them. I did that on my own, and I referenced that in the report. But this is just for you guys to see some of the information that I reviewed to determine what was actually wrong with the applications or where the problem areas were. Wow. On this slide, I took some time and compiled a list of specific complaints. Most of them came from the reviews that you read previously, as well as some personal ones that I encountered when actually using the application. So after making this list and knowing that this list could be much longer, it's easy to realize why it was not such a slam dunk, and definitely easier now that it's listed out to see the complaints and what we actually need to work on. I was able to conclude that it was not a lack of features causing the complaints, but more so bugs within the design causing the features to be difficult or in some cases impossible to use properly. Another contributing factor was updates that did not have the user experience in mind. I would personally recommend that the app owners first focus on making the core functionality as consistent and reliable as possible. Second, I would take a look at changing the in-document design to include the voice settings on the same page as the document being read. This would include tips, training tools along the way that would benefit the user greatly. They would need to be offered audibly as well as written for all of our users. And then lastly, I would reduce the price of the applications while the overhaul is taking place. There are other applications out there that offer similar services, maybe not with all of the features, but one advantage is that they are free. So instead of having multiple applications that work well, that are free, we just need our 2 applications to improve enough to be worth the price to pay for one to do everything that is desired.